Hello and welcome back to Big G's Railroad Channel. I'm Big G, your host. Today we're going to be looking at Gary Walters In-Scale Update number 17. With this, it's a very special update. We're going to be having 3 announcements in this video, so please stay tuned for those. I also want to take a moment and thank all you viewers and subscribers. For those that have been subscribed to my channel for a while, know that I've been out of work since November 7th of 2019. Thanks to that, I have been able to do a lot of layout work. You've been faithful, you've watched all the video updates, but unfortunately today I went to the doctor and he told me I have to go back to work. My wife is ecstatic. I'm actually ecstatic because now I can get full paychecks, which means a little bit more money for the layout. But that also means that it will suffer in the time that I can spend in the layout room. But all good things have to come to an end at some point, right? At least I don't have to tear the layout down. I just get to try to allot as much of my free time to it as I possibly can. So, back to the rat race I go on Monday. Shoulder is getting better. It's not 100%, but I am probably about 90 to 95% on the shoulder. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump over into the layout. And no, that was not one of the 3 announcements, so please stay tuned for the other 3 announcements. Thank you for watching, and remember, stay safe out there. Hello and welcome back to the update. Last update, we were taking a look at this scenery over here, or actually at this track work, and we were talking about how we were going to add in this freight terminal off of this one spur here. We've got it added in. Got the track work done and the wiring in. I also went ahead and did this other spur off the main line. Got it coming in, going down here, 2 spurs there. One side's co-op, along with a team dock at the end. And then on the other side here where the rail box car is, in these 2 buildings, I still have 1 building to add into this complex here, but this will be Big G's Food Factory. We'll have 3 car spots on this side and 3 car spots on the other spur. So in total, 7 more car spots. Gives me a little bit more switching opportunity in this area. And like I said, I will extend over here on this foam here. I'll have a parking lot coming in off of this side. It will join in. There'll be a small town scene in this section. Road coming off into the distance. It will come across here, come in across the tracks over here somewhere. And then right about where that line is will be the bridge scene that will go around, and the bridge scene will go to right in that area over here. Some other stuff that we have been working on. I took and put the auto reverse loop in. This section right here coming down, and it joins in finally. Got that in and wired up for the most part. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to do the AR1 from Digital Tracks or if I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to the solid state AR. Thinking I'm going to go to the solid state one. Leave me some comments on your thoughts on that down in the comments below. And I've worked with the AR1, but I've not done the solid state. So like I said, I'm thinking solid state's probably where I'm going to go, because the ARs are a little finicky in my opinion. Now, something else that I've put in since the last update is coming up this way. And we've went around, and I've got this 3rd track, the one closest to us here in the scene, comes around, and that is my yard lead. And I realized that it does go up a hill there, or down the hill, depending on which direction you're going. But that is longer than what my actual yard track is when it comes in. So with that being the case, we are excited that we finally got that done. And I figure we'll take a look at the yard work over here, because this is something else that I've worked on. We went in from this section on the layout. Just moving some stuff around real quick. I had this switch in, but I did not have anywhere from here down done. So we went ahead and we've got those switches in. Got the wires already ran. Just got to terminate them on the bottom. I've also got the engine facility done. Or I say done, I still got to do the lighting and a few inner details. But we're going to go ahead and remove that real quick so you can kind of see the inside. We went ahead and put the Pico engine inspection pits in there. Those run the entire length of the building just about. We'll be adding lighting to the building, and we'll be adding some shelving with some other things on there as well. Don't have that quite. I'll probably wind up putting pins on that at some point so that I can put that in and down safely each time. Now I've got where the CSX engine is here. It actually joins in, comes out past the Southern Pacific, and then it ties in to this switch here. This switch will come off, switch again, will come down. We'll have the fueling, sand and fueling and water down through here, and then it'll go into the engine bays. Then we have this track, like I said, with the CSX on it. Comes on around the corner, and it joins in over here on this switch, which comes in off of one of the main lines. It actually joins over here behind the Burlington Northern Santa Fe engines that I have there. The other part of that switch comes up to another switch, and that goes into the car shops. Like I said, I'm going to have the 2 car shops, or the 2 bays here for the cars. This extra one will be the truck delivery. And then most of this will be parking lot. And I'll probably extend the road across somewhere right in here, across the yard. And then that way you can get over to the yard office over here. And I may wind up putting a lot more concrete in than I anticipate right at the moment. I'm not sure. We'll take a look at that and see how that goes. But then I'm also thinking in between the engine here, I may wind up doing the concrete right along here. And then that way, if they need to, they can come across, come down, have a little service road coming down, and then maybe cross over here, and then into here. And we'll have some yard storage for maybe some wheel sets, and maybe have some railroad ties and some actual iron laying over in that section. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the storage over on that side or scenic yet, and have that stuff more over towards the yard office or the facilities. So, still got a little scenery planning to do over here. But we also took and worked on doing the yard ladder. If you recall last time, I didn't have all of the yard completed in, but we've got that now. This will be covered up. I wound up having to run the wires due to the tracks underneath. I had to run them up underneath some of the lines here. So these will get covered with scenery. They're actually embedded down in the roadbed there. So it took me a little time to get that done, but those will disappear and won't even notice that unless you go back and watch this video. So without further ado, let's go over and check out an announcement. Alright guys, guess what? It's time for a golden spike on Big G's Railroad. That's correct. Big G's Railroad golden spike. Give me just a second, I'll flip the camera around and we'll take a look at this. Alright ladies and gentlemen, this is the last piece of track for Big G's Railroad. This is one of the announcements that I do have for this video update. Give me just a second and we will go ahead and connect this in and get this spiked in. Alright, as you can see, it is connected. I've just got to put a few nails in, and then I've got something very special for this occasion. You're watching it all unfold as it happens. Putting the last few nails in to hold the glue in. Trying to make sure that gap is as minimal as possible. There we go. I'll leave a little breathing room there. I believe cars will flow over it. Do my test here in just a second, just to make sure. Let's see. Sorry for the shakiness of the camera. Here we go. Test is good. And for this, I declare the golden spike for Big G's Railroad. I will go ahead and put the date and the time on that, and we will have that to commemorate the golden spike of Big G's Railroad. Give me just a minute and we'll be back to the update. Thank you. Alright, just a little bit more for the golden spike. We do have the date, the time added to the golden spike, as well as the east and the west coming together. CSX meets Union Pacific right at the golden spike spot. Hope you guys enjoyed the golden spike here on Big G's Railroad channel. Like I said, this is one of the 3 announcements for this update, so please stay tuned. Alright, now that we've had the golden spike ceremony, let's take a overhead shot of the entire layout so that you can kind of see what's going on. Don't mind the mess under the tables. That all will be cleaned up before too long. But here is where we started, over here with the coal mine and D&G hardware. We did a lot of focus on this area in the first several videos. It comes down. We go into the curve over here. We have Natural Tunnel, KMW Chemicals down there. We still have this area here that's undetermined. I know pretty much how it's going to look, but that will probably be an area that we start working on pretty soon. We've got 1 spur over here. Then we've got 2 spurs down there along with the crossover. And that leads in on the top deck over to the yard, where it comes out on Natural Tunnel over here. That comes on around and comes out over here on the lower level. We have the yard over here. And then the 2 bottom tracks disappear up underneath the yard, right where that tunnel portal is.
We were just taking a look a few minutes ago at the engine facility and the car shops over here, along with the track that we've got connected there. From here to here is the yard on that curve. Underneath, I've got those little windows right there. You can kind of see underneath and see the track there. Those will be access points. Those will actually get covered up at some point with fascia. I'll have little windows to be able to open up and get derailments and help with cleaning of the track down below. Then we come on around at this point, right where the CSX engine is. You come on around, you've got the yard lead that S-turns and comes into the curve, like what I was showing you at the beginning of the video. It meets up with the two main lines that come on the backside there. They all come down this hill here, and then that's where the yard lead feeds in to the main lines. Main line actually has a crossover as well over here, and then we have the auto reverse section right there. They will come around, come across the bridge scene here, come back out of the bridge scene, come down, and they'll go into the spurs that we were talking about at the very beginning of the video. The main line stays in the center here, comes on around, that's where it meets up with the other end of the auto reverse loop that connects up to here. That will come on down, and then it will meet where that tunnel portal is, go up underneath the yard, and then that's where we come out back over here by the other part of the yard. So that is an overhead shot of the layout. I greatly appreciate you tuning in, and here is another announcement.
Hello and welcome back to the layout. This is another announcement for the layout. I want to take a moment and celebrate a milestone on Big G's Railroad channel. 1 year ago, on August 7th, 2019 to August 7th of 2020, we have had an entire year of Big G's Railroad channel. In that time, I've managed to take it from that first update where it was a carpeted floor and just a few pieces of foam and track laying down on the floor, trying to plan out exactly how the layout would take its shape and look over the next course of several months. In 1 year's time, we have went through, got the track work done, and I am excited about that. I'm also excited at the fact of celebrating this 1 year anniversary, and I want to say thank you to all my subscribers who came in and helped me get to this milestone. I also want to celebrate in the fact that I am pushing 500 subscribers. Thank you to each and every one of you. I look forward to the day when I can announce 1,000 subscribers. But with that being said, enjoy this 1 year anniversary with me on this channel, and I hope that next year when we see this, that it will be a fully scenic layout, and I'm hoping to hit that goal pretty quick. I don't think it's going to take me the full year to get it scenic, since scenery is definitely where I like to work at the most. The only thing is, I've got a lot of track to ballast. That's the only part of scenery that I do not enjoy. So, without further ado, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the video. And thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and give me a comment, and I will do my best to get those comments answered in a timely fashion. Thank you very much for tuning in, and until next time, see you later. Stay safe out there.
Hello and welcome back to the layout. Now that we have the layout completed, I am hoping on future videos to have scenery work done, and I am also hoping to do some operational videos, set up some temporary staging over on the other room, and have some freight staged to come in and actually run on the layout, have some local freights and have some through freights, be able to bring stuff in and off of the layout. But I want to take a moment and thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to the channel, have watched the progress over the course of the last year, and just say a special thank you to each and every one of you. A special thank you to those of you who have reached out and helped my channel grow by doing shout outs. I am forever thankful for those, because I would not be where I'm at. I know cousin Vinny has done a shout out for me. I have also been on Roy's channel. I've also been on a couple other channels as well, and I greatly appreciate those. I know Gary Corbin was the very first person to give me a shout out. So if you're watching, Gary, I greatly appreciate that. And I have one final announcement to make. And let's go ahead and get on with that final announcement. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you on the next update. Hope you enjoy the final announcement. Hello, and it's time for another announcement on this update. I would like to take a moment and tell you thank you to each of my subscribers. We are announcing a contest. We are going to announce the contest now, and as soon as we hit the 500 subscriber count, we will be giving away a Big G's Railroad Channel Golden Spike, and it's gold because it's first place. It will be the only gift that will be given. The question that you will have to answer, which I do not want the answers just yet, so please hold them. I want you to go back through my videos, and I want you to find the answer to the question, which is, how did I become Big G? There is a video out there. Some of you know which video this is. Some of you do not. Dig through my channel, find the video, find the answer. Like I said, the answer to the question is in a video, and it explains how I got the name Big G, where it came from, and what I did to get it. So, with that being said, it's not just a fat guy named Gary, so that is not the answer. Please do not give the answer away in the comments. When the time comes and I hit the 500 subscribers, I will make a video. That video will be uploaded. You will have a set time, and you will have an email that will be given to you, because I do not want this to be one of those where you just look into the comments, find the answer, and then start replying. So I don't want the answer easily given away. It is in the videos. I have talked about this in one video, maybe two, but I'm positive that it is in one of my videos. So with that being said, please stay tuned, wait for that 500 subscriber count, and then we will be giving away another golden spike like the one you saw a little while ago in the video. Thank you very much, and let's get back to the update. Hello and welcome back. I thought I would let you guys know that I have recently picked up a few new items over at RC DVD and Hobby. Art was able to help me out with a few purchases. I went ahead and got this Del Monte big rig from him. Fair Big G's Food Factory needed some fresh fruit coming in for one of their food products. I also picked up over here these bridge abutments. I'll be taking and using these for the bridge scene, which will be coming right over on this side. I've also got, from Art, I was able to pick up my last two switches, which was this one here and this one here. I ran out of switches before I was able to get the track work done, so I had to go and visit him, especially for those. And then while I was there, I picked up a few extra items, which I just showed you as well. So with that, I do want to give you a reminder that if you have a local hobby store in your area, especially with everything that's been happening in the world here lately, definitely go out and support your local hobby store. And thank you for tuning in.